Hey everyone, it's Rod with the Power Group. Welcome back on the Pursuit of Wealth, your home for MJ stocks, crypto assets, and interviews. Today is Sunday, July 23rd. Hope you're well. And in this video, we're going to be discussing a popular request. I've been getting a lot of people asking me what I'm going to do if the broader market crashes with my MJ stock portfolio. So I'm going to discuss all that more. Before we get to it though, just remember that this is my opinion only and my game plan, and not everybody's game plan is going to be the same, right? Everybody's different. Everybody's investment horizon is different. So there's no two people will have the same game plan, but you may be able to take some takeaways from what I'm doing. And that's the purpose of this video today, is to potentially help you take, some nuggets out of this video and potentially apply it to your scenario. But first and foremost, this is just my opinion, my game plan. This is not financial advice. This is not to be taken, without doing your own research and really devising a plan, and maybe even consulting with your financial advisor might be smart. But again, this is just for entertainment purposes only and my thoughts and opinions. But before we get to it, make sure to smash the like. It helps support me in the channel. It doesn't cost you anything either. And if you subscribe, tick the bell, you'll be notified on any future live streams or when I post a new video. And this is truly the best MJ community on the planet, in my opinion. So you are a part of the best community out there in MJ land. But as I mentioned, before we get started, I can't reiterate this enough. This is just my opinion. There's no guarantees. I have no idea. I don't have a crystal ball either. This is just my thoughts and the probabilities I think that are most likely to play out, right? So again, this is just my opinion, because I know I'm going to get a couple of comments in here that I'll get some pushback, but that's fine as well. I encourage thoughtful discourse. Let me know. Speaking of that, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Is this a smart game plan? Do you agree with my opinion? Do you disagree? Why? And let's have some thoughtful discourse, right? We can persuade each other, and we can try to get to the best scenario and the best game plan, and try to really foresee what's in the future. And that really is what markets are all about, is trying to foresee what's going to happen in the most likely scenario. As I mentioned, nothing's guaranteed, but we can certainly take a look at past performance. It's not guaranteed of future results, but we can certainly take a look at what happened in the past and some clues that we can potentially apply going forward. So I just posted a video, Market Top Close. Bill to ban Congress from owning stocks is going through Congress right now. And this is something I've been talking about for a while now that could be a market top indicator. And I had a lot of people commenting on this video, what I'm going to do with my MJ stock portfolio. And again, this is a very popular request. So I want to go through here. I did reply. So are you going to sell most of your MJ before the potential crash, says Leisha. I said, nope, not selling MJ. I'm only in buying mode. Price has to be high to entice me to sell, right? I don't sell the bottoms. When we're down 99, 90, plus percent on most MJ names, not just US producers, it's Canadian producers as well, retailers, ETFs, everything's down 80, 90% plus, right? In some cases, some are down 99% from February 2021 highs, when we had the run up into the Dems taking control of the Senate, and then on hopes of legalization, some names down over 99% from that top, right? And then definitely 99% from their all-time highs. And then I said, yes, I will hold all my MJ positions through a market crash. It's possible that we dip with the broader market, but keep in mind that MJ was left out of the majority of the everything bubble from 2020 to today. So it'd be very possible for MJ to outperform the broader market, especially if we get certain catalysts. While most names in the broader market are at 52-week highs and all-time highs, MJ is setting new all-time lows and 52-week lows. Also, all of the money I put into MJ is money I'm willing to lose. So I'm not investing any more than I'm willing to lose. That's the golden rule. And I think a lot of people sort of just forgot about that or deviated from that rule over time because of their passion for MJ. And I'm very passionate about MJ as well. I think that I was put on this earth to spread the MJ gospel, if you will. I think it's the medicine of the future, and I'm so grateful to be a part of this community and going through this revolution with all of you. If MJ drops lower, I will continue to buy more and DCA, dollar cost average. That is why I'm hedging with short positions and keeping a six-figure cash position, and also diversifying into crypto and other investments like real estate, right? Mutual funds. My plan is to see crypto alt season over the next 3 to 6 months. Again, I'm not sure, but that's what I'm expecting. And then sell majority of my crypto and then DCA more into MJ with those profits. Also, my mutual funds, my RRSPs, my retirement account, I have about 95% in money market, which is very, very low risk. And it's basically like holding cash, if you will. So the next major crash, I will switch those mutual funds back into more aggressive funds. And I hope that helps. And be sure to check out my video, how I'm preparing for a market crash. And that is this video right here. And again, we don't know for sure, but at the end of the day, we can prepare ourselves, and we can take different strategies, right? You can short the S&P 500 as well as a hedge, and then you can do that regular short shares. I would recommend that for long-term positions. But if you want to use SPXS, that's an inverse 3x leverage to SPY. So SPY goes up 1%, SPXS in theory should go down 3%, give or take. And then if SPY goes down 1%, SPXS should go up 3%, right? So it's a 3x inverse leverage. And that you can use that and then short the market right now. We're very close to all-time highs on the broader market. And the Fed banned themselves, the Federal Reserve in the US banned themselves from owning stocks in the beginning of the year in 2021. And that's when the market topped. And then, into the end of 2021. And then it was in October. And then in February 2022 is when they banned themselves. And if you take a look at the stock market, I'll show you here. Actually, I'll bring that up in just a moment, but we did have a cup and handle. I'll bring it up now, actually. We did have a cup and handle that played out, and the target of that cup and handle was 455 on SPY, and we hit that target perfectly here on the daily time frame. So that's the benefit of technical analysis. It doesn't always work, but it's a tool and something to have an edge on the market, right? Wouldn't you rather know that 7 indicators or 5 indicators are saying we're going higher versus 5 indicators saying we're going down, right? Historically, technical analysis is just about probabilities, right? And likelihood of things playing out. Is it a 60% probability we're going up, 60% probability we're going down, or 80 to 90% probability we're going up, right? And vice versa. But I wanted to show you here so at the end of 2021, so January is basically where we peaked. January and February on the all-time high, right? And the Feds banned themselves from owning stocks and cryptocurrencies, bonds, everything. So again, they didn't ban themselves down here. They didn't ban themselves down here. They didn't ban themselves down here. They did it here. And I said, I was looking at the .com fractal where the price peaked in 2000 and the RSI peaked in 2016. This just means we're overbought. It's an indicator that says whether or not we're overbought or oversold. And then we went to monthly oversold after that. So 4 years apart, the price peaked after the RSI peaked. And then same thing happened. 2018, the RSI peaked on the S&P 500. And then 4 years later, the price peaked. And then I took this .com bust and boom fractal and I moved it out here. But the difference is back here, we didn't have the Federal Reserve printing trillions of dollars and buying stocks, right? And propping up the market artificially. So we were following that fractal very, very close while we were heading to monthly oversold. But as you can see, we have this hidden bearish RSI divergence with lower highs, lower lows, and we're potentially trending back up to higher highs here on the S&P 500. So I expected us to deviate from this fractal because of how manipulated the market is, because of that amount of printing and money that's being artificially propping up the market from the Federal Reserve, right? So I expected this to deviate, and then Congress being banned. Again, they don't want to ban themselves here. They don't want to ban themselves here. They want to do what the Federal Reserve did, and they want to ban themselves near the top. So like I said, that bill going through Congress right now is circulating. Where did it go? Here it is. So that bill is going through Congress right now to potentially ban them from owning stocks, right? And this is just a sign of the times and how, manipulated and corrupt really these markets are. Because, if you or I did that, this is insider trading at the highest level, right? Nancy Pelosi has $120 million net worth. How does she do that on, a couple $100,000, I think it was like $300,000 a year salary or $200,000 a year salary? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't compute. So again, check out I did my current portfolio breakdown. I talk about how I have mutual funds, right? I have aggressive mutual funds are kind of old and I think in the past, but that's how my employer used to, contribute to it for like the last 10 years or whatever, right? So there's no more pensions anymore. So they would give me an RRSP contribution. Most people know what that is. So they would top up 1-for-1 to a certain amount of your salary, right? 1.5-2% of your salary. So it ends up being like $100 every check they would put in, and I would put in $100, right? So $200 every check would go into my bank account, and into my RSP. So that's how I did that with the mutual funds. I diversified into that. Then I had a cash position, right? 6-figure cash position. I mentioned that as well, how I'm preparing for one of the biggest market crashes in history. So you can check out that video. It is a little longer, but it's totally worth it, in my opinion, to watch that and absorb all that information, in my opinion. And then real estate, right? I have an Airbnb property as well that's giving me cash flow. And you can check out my real estate portfolio game plan if you'd like to see that. And then tips and tricks on how to grow your portfolio. And then short position on the S&P 500 as well, right? So just something that you can take away potentially from my investment thesis and perspective and game plan. And hopefully that can help you in your portfolio. But who's interested in MJ stocks? So first of all, the demographic is very much, and I know there's going to be some women or something like that, or elderly people potentially that are listening to this and say, hey, that's not true. But I'm looking at my YouTube analytics, and it's overwhelmingly true that the demographic for MJ stocks is male, predominantly male, and ages from 20 to 40, right? In that area. And that's exactly the age group and demographic that I fall under. And then crypto's the same, right? Crypto's very much male dominated, and again, in that same age group and demographic. And I'm expecting, I did a video as well, MJ bull run after alt season in the crypto space. I still think that we're going to see alt season very soon in the next 3 to 6 months, potentially, and then into the end of the year. And then we should see the market top. Feds, the congresswomen and men being banned from owning stocks would be a potential market top indicator. And then, like I said, we could see alt season into the end of the year as well, and then potentially topping in the beginning part of 2024. And then I think we could see the market top, and then I think the bull run will begin in MJ after crypto, because they usually, again, it's the same demographic, right? So in my opinion, that money's going to go somewhere. When people start to lock in tech profits and broader market profits and crypto profits, I, for one, am going to lock in profits and dollar cost average more into MJ stocks with those profits. So if I have that way of thinking, and that's my game plan, there's probably a ton of other people that are thinking the same thing as well. And let me know in the comments below if that's part of your game plan. But as we know, MJ Moment reported that feds are aiming to finish the MJ scheduling review this year. Top Biden official tells MJ Moment. So again, this is another catalyst that could potentially lift us up. And then we also have state MJ associations rally to urge MJ banking vote without further delay. I think this would, if safe banking gets passed and we see uplisting to NYSE and the NASDAQ and traditional funding and things like that for MJ stocks and companies, that will help the price go up, in my opinion, for sure. But what's going to really knock us out of this bear market and potentially spark a new multi-year bull market would be the reviewal and reclassification of MJ at the federal, by HHS and the DOJ, right? So, and then potentially ultimately going to Biden to sign into and make it official, right? But I think this has the most likelihood of playing out. Safe banking doesn't solve the 280E tax burden, right? Which we know is really hindering the industry. But a reviewal, if we get, Schedule 3 or better, or even descheduled, then that would solve the uplisting to the NYSE and the NASDAQ. That would solve 280E, and that would be the most bullish catalyst that we could see in the short term. And like I said, that could be into the end of the year, and then into 2024 is where we really start to see the momentum shift back to the upside. And again, that coincides with my thesis of MJ starting after the crypto bull run and the broader market topping, right? So, but again, I think that MJ stocks will be correlated to the broader market. If the S&P 500 sees a monster elevator move down and we trend back down here to new lows and 52-week lows, and we drop below the low here at 343, we potentially go back to 300s, absolutely that will affect MJ stocks. But what I expect is that we will see MJ stocks drop hard and fast, just like most names in equities, right, in the equities market. So stocks, bonds, we'll see cryptocurrencies as well. Those higher risk assets will get hit harder. But I think MJ will recover quicker, and then it will be one of the best performing asset classes and industries over the next few years. And that's my game plan. I'm not selling any positions. I'm going to continue to dollar cost average. I have my crypto portfolio, I have my real estate portfolio, I have a 6-figure cash position that I'm holding, and then I'm waiting to dollar cost average back into more stocks once they dip. And MJ is my main focus right now. I have more money invested, though, in my crypto portfolio rather than my MJ portfolio. It's getting close to around the same amount of value, but I'm going to be, like I said, locking in those crypto profits on the next alt season and run up, and then I'm going to be switching that, taking profits and switching that into more beaten down MJ. So my hopes is that MJ remains low while crypto continues to outperform, and then I'll be able to lock in those profits and rotate it into the MJ sector. And again, if I'm thinking about doing that, how many other people are thinking about doing that, right? So again, that's how I'm preparing. Again, check out that video, how I'm preparing for a market crash, hedging the S&P 500 as well. So if the S&P 500 goes down and MJ stocks go down, you hedging with a short position on the S&P 500, you'll see profits from that short position. And then MJ, in theory, should go down as well temporarily. And then you can take those profits from the short and then invest it into more beaten down MJ, another way to play it, right? So again, I am expecting us to see the top. We could potentially see a double top of the all-time high or even new all-time highs. I'm thinking new all-time highs is likely in the cards. We're less than 2.5% away on the S&P 500 from hitting all-time highs. Apple all-time highs, right? Nvidia, monster move. So the writing is on the wall. We're probably going to see a test of all-time highs, if not new all-time high in price discovery and blue sky breakout on the broader market. And that, in my opinion, is going to be when Congress bans himself the tipping point and the top of the bull market, and potentially starting a multi-year bear market in the broader market. So again, this is my game plan. I'm not selling any stocks. I'm diversified. I have U.S. producers. I have Canadian producers. I have retailers, ETFs. And again, I'm diversified into other asset classes, real estate, keeping a 6-figure cash position, mutual funds, things like that, other stocks as well. So again, this is just how I'm playing it. Do I know for sure that this is going to play out? Absolutely not, but I'm prepared for all scenarios. Markets can go up, down, or sideways. So as long as you're prepared for all of those 3 scenarios, that is the name of the game. And then DXY is confirming a monthly downtrend and a monthly bear flag targeting 93. So this is absolutely massively bullish for stocks and crypto leading into the end of the year here, as we could potentially be heading to monthly oversold on the DXY as well. And then that will likely, when we get close to monthly oversold, that will likely be another indicator that we're hitting the top, but really watching for Congress being banned from owning stocks as a potential top indicator. So hopefully this was, some information that you can take away and you found value in this today. If you did, smash the like, share the video. I would appreciate that very much if you think I earned it here today. And again, no 2 people's game plan will be the same, but there might be some aspects of my game plan or my thesis that you can apply to your portfolio. But again, if you're really concerned, reach out to your financial advisor and start preparing now, because you don't want to be caught like a deer in the headlights. That is the worst thing you can do, in my opinion. If those who fail to plan to fail. I know it sounds cliche, but it's true. So hopefully this, like I said, you were able to get some nuggets and some value out of this today. But going then at there, let me know your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Let me know if this helped you. Let me know your game plan. If it differs from mine, do you agree with me, disagree with me? Again, always encourage thoughtful discourse. But going then at there, thanks again for joining us on The Pursuit of Wealth. It's Rod with Powell Group, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. See you on the next video.